Here are the magical little beans we call fava beans, also known as broad beans. Humans have been cultivating them for thousands of years. The oldest seeds dug near an archaeological site in Nazareth are thought to be around 8,500 years old, having been dated back to 6,500 BC. Legend has it that the Greek scholar Pythagoras warned a group of young philosophers to avoid eating fava beans. Now, why did this legendary man who created the Pythagorean theorem warn people against eating fava beans? So no one really knows why, but some suggest that he believed it was a poison, a representation of bad politics, or just because he didn't want his students to pass gas during class. Either way, superstitions surrounding fava beans have always existed, and one Italian teacher thought she cracked the code when she connected fava bean consumption with increased seasonal drowsiness and laziness of her students in the spring. We now know this phenomenon to be called senioritis, but science was less advanced back then. But where there's superstitious smoke, there's always medical fire. And fava beans are actually connected to a medical condition. Known as favism, it's an inherited enzyme deficiency of glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase that causes anemia or the breakdown of red blood cells. It's a common medical condition in which people don't have enough of this guy, G6PD. Imagine this. G6PD is like a bouncer at a party. It's responsible for rejecting all the free radicals so they can't start trouble. If you don't have enough G6PD, the free radicals can damage your red blood cells. So yes, fava beans are killers to people with favism. They contain two sugar-related compounds called visine and convisine that produce free radicals, especially hydrogen peroxide. If the H2O2 isn't cleared out by G6PD, it stores up and attacks your red blood cells. But why would such an inconvenient condition still persist in our gene pool? Well, I hope you guys know by now that not everything is as it seems. The answer in this case, and almost every case, is malaria. It's a disease that infects over 500 million people every year and is transmitted by our friendly friends, the mosquitoes. But not everyone who gets bit by malaria gets infected. And why? More than 50 years ago, JBS Haldane suggested that certain people were resistant to malaria. Today, researchers know that a genetic condition protects some people against a disease, our old pal, G6PD, while specifically its deficiency can prevent malaria.
Created using Powtoon.